my coffee. Gosh, why do I live in Chicago? Okay, so front yard water feature.
Yeah.
So you got a basin here.
We do, yeah, the newer.
So this is 1 year old, and how much did you sell this for?
With lights, it was 5,000.
Okay, so 5,000 bucks. How long did it take you to put in?
A couple hours, half a day.
Not bad. And they love it.
They love it.
And what they had here before, it didn't work.
Yeah, there's a concrete 3-tiered fountain.
Why don't those work?
They use little tiny pumps in there, so since they do that, they get clogged.
Right, so you replace them with the Mongolian basalt rocks.
We did.
Yes, a basin goes down here. What size pump did you use?
This is a Ultra 2000 with a 3-way manifold.
Okay. So what do you like about this, Brian?
I just like the green, right? It kind of like with all the evergreens, and it's got a very zen feeling to it.
Hello. The pond guy, Greg.
Hi, I'm Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
Hands all wet. Shake your hand.
Fist bump. So you had an old fountain here?
We did. We had an old fountain that was kind of just that really traditional white 3-tier.
Yeah.
That we didn't like, so we just had it all taken out, and they did a great job putting in our beautiful basalt pillars.
It definitely sets some curb appeal.
We love it. It has lights in it at night, so the water almost looks like it's on fire coming up. Lights it from underneath. It's really cool.
So he said a lot of the concrete fountains don't work down here. He said there are a lot of them are broken.
Well, and they, you know, the mold and algae just fighting that all the time, constantly in the basin.
And how much work is this?
None.
I like it.
0.
I like it.
We just enjoy it.
And did Brad do a good job for you?
He did an excellent job.
He's got
Brad's
cute.
a great partner.
He's got cute cheeks, doesn't he? Just pinching.
And he comes and checks on it anytime I ask, just to make sure everything's in good order.
So what's the story with this job?
You know, she called me, this was last February, and she wanted Waterfall.
Okay,
So-
I can hear it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a greeting.
Yeah, that is cool. Puppy. What's his name?
Okay.
Yeah, not very nice. He'll just bark and bark. Let him get in the back. Yeah.
Man, this is a nice little area.
Oh my gosh.
So since the last time I was here, they added this tile here that looks like wood, and they've added this furniture, and the screen is new. So
And that's what it is. When you put a water feature in, it creates the lifestyle. So all of the other landscaping, all of the other hardscaping goes with it. Water feature is the only form of landscaping that encourage people to do the rest. That's what we love about them.
we had a blank slate.
So there was not an existing water feature here.
Correct, yeah, no. But we had a tight space because they wanted their walkway to come in here and around. So I just had basically that corner to work with. And to get the elevation they wanted, I had to add, you know, a little bit of retaining wall. We used pavers around the back. This one was a 8,500, and it was a 2-day project.
Nice.
A little bit of cleanup on the 3rd day.
Ah, right here. Oh, look at that. All I need is my coffee. Gosh, why do I live in Chicago?
This is a medium kit, so it's a three blocks and a vault.
And the vault's underneath that stone, the
It
fake
is.
stone there.
Yes, it is.
One thing we do, like, so on the bottom of that lid,
Yep.
like put your company name and your phone number and all that
okay.
stuff.
Yeah, with like a sticker.
Yeah, a sticker or like a Sharpie works. So I love that. And so you use that to check the water level?
Yep, that's what I use it for. This one I believe has an autofill anyways, so
Looks like we're pretty high. Nice.
yeah, it does.
Perfect.
And dozer over here, got everything.
Yeah, this is awesome. Right? The tile, the TV, the little skylights up here.
So you retired from Maryland, you and your husband down here, and then you have good taste. I think your taste is
I had a
outstanding.
great designer, a great company we worked with.
And the puppy wants to come. How old is he?
He is about going on 11, and I keep him out there because he does fight.
Really?
Such
Such a cutie.
I must have contacted 10 different contractors to do everything from pavers to this part out here and then the front. And again, he was the first one to call me back, probably within an hour even, and then came right out, made an appointment.
You should talk to your ex-wife. That is so nice. Now, why did you put this in?
Because I hate lizards and bugs.
That is funny, but you know what? You still got the sound, and you can still see it through there.
Absolutely.
I would take naps out here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's such a nice space. I'm jealous, and I got a 1 acre pond, and I'm jealous. And what was your original motivation to have a water feature out here?
You know, living up north, I always had some kind of little water feature on my porch. So I always liked that sound of water. So when I saw your commercial or whatever on the internet, what I heard was like that you can make different sounds, and just like I really love the sound of water, and how can we get this to make that sound, which you can hear all the way through my house.
And it's an adjustable pump, so you can change the sound.
Yes,
so what do people that come to your front entrance say?
They're amazed. Well, like I said, a lot of the neighbors were like peeking their heads when it was. The interesting part is when he brought all his stuff, he put it on my driveway. So there's boulders and all this, and people were wondering, am I building a wall? They had no idea, because I didn't tell a lot of people. So once word got around, you'd see people walking down here, kind of peeking their head over, want to see what's going on.
So how much work is this?
For the waterfall?
Yeah.
It's not much. I mean, I have to, sometimes if the algae builds up or whatever, I sprinkle that
Ecoblast?
and that's really about it. I used to scrub it thinking that's what I had to do. But
So you put an automatic doser on here?
Uh-huh.
So
Right.
how do you do the dosing system?
I have a box and it has a bag in it, and all I do is open it up, it's right there, and put it on and close it up, and
And
it's
that's
done.
it?
So it's good for, I think, almost 3 months.
Yeah.
My husband didn't believe it would work, could not imagine what in the world I was doing. I had a vision.
And what's your husband think now?
He gives me credit all the time. I'll hear him talking to someone, and he'll say, yeah, Marcy's done such a great job. She's done such a great job.
I told him I'd make a believer out of him.
Yeah, it was.
It's gonna happen.
I mean, I just love it. I love the rocks. So it's a character of the rocks and stuff that you just sit here and look at. And every day I'm finding something new to look at. This is kind of my she shack. It's kind of my place to hang out. Now, my husband's been coming out. He comes out here too. We have our coffee and read the
Yes.
paper in the morning and watch the news on TV and that. So it's,
Well, thank you very much for your hospitality. It's very enjoyable. I wouldn't mind waking up to this every day. What an awesome lady.
Yeah, she's cool.
Did you see in Glenn Farrell's thing that he talked about how pond customers are just cooler? I mean, what do you think about that, Brian?
Oh my gosh, it's the only customers I've ever seen where you can actually make connections with, and they're not just connections on small little levels like that, but they're lasting relationship. I can't tell you how many customers invite me to parties, family get-togethers.
Yeah, they don't do that for the landscaper or the guy cutting the lawn.
It's never, I've got tickets and you can go to a game. It's, I've got tickets, do you want to go to the game with me?
What do you say about that, Brad?
I gotta echo that. I mean, the customers are just great. When you turn that water feature on for the first time, it's just, you see it in their face.
I love how she backed you. The husband didn't think it would work.
Yeah, when we had the consultation, she's like, I already want to do this, but you got to convince my husband because he thinks it's a bad idea. Like, when we get done, you're gonna love it. And
Sure enough.
sure enough, that's what happened.
How many times do we see that at home, Greg? Whether it's the husband that really wants it and the wife isn't on board. But 9 times out of 10, when it's finished, the one that didn't want it is the one that loves it more than the other.
Yep. Good stuff. And what do you do? Clean or what? Ta-da!